Hi, my name is Kundu. I've been working in teleperformance for about 1 year, and my co-workers know that drawing and painting are things that actually make me real happy. I'm from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, and this is my entry for the 2016 For Fun Festival. What? You don't believe me? Then look closer. Come, come. Of course, I was joking about the size of my drawing. That was just a sketch. For this year, I really wanted to bring something very personal, and I actually put a lot of thought on what I was going to represent this time. For this, I used mostly a Kundu Pilot fountain pen, pencil, and a pentel eraser, oil markers as my secondary tool, and some paper corrector. In fact, I meditated so much that all of a sudden I got the final idea for this painting. I started to think on how the brain worked. I'm actually a psychologist, so I learned which are the chemical and physical interactions that you need to create what we know as an idea. I'm a really big fan of Tsutomu Nihei's work. He's one of my inspirations, and I've always admired his way to represent a distant future in a technological and yet organical way. And it turns out that he's actually an architect as well. So that got me thinking, how can I represent what is inside of my mind? And I started to visualize it as a tiny city full of life inside my head. Just as our body, each part of the brain is in charge of doing something different from the other. We have a specific part that is in charge of our way of thinking. There is another that is in charge of our ideas. Most of the people think that I am a very creative person and has a lot of ideas. So I try to picture how could an idea get from one point to another in my brain? I imagine it getting lost inside of my brain, trying to climb a stair, trying to knock in the correct door. I try to represent the complexity of an idea. Each mind is like a different type of city, with different obstacles, with different ways. Some cities are larger than others. Some other cities are maybe better built in a more simplistic but yet efficient way. Some others could be only one single place, while another could be filled of a variety of different tiny spaces. I think that one of the reasons why I chose my career is because I was interested into exploring those other cities, visiting those minds, getting lost into them, trying to figure them out. I think that maybe reaching a happy memory is like visiting a huge monument, and maybe an angry thought will be like exploring a sewer or something. Every interaction that we have is an open invitation for someone to visit us. And there are some cities that I rather visit more than others. And I think that's the important part of learning and developing ourselves. I don't know about you, but I wish that someone that visits my city would find it interesting. Luckily, I learned to paint, and it's an excellent way to show the rest of the world a little postcard of how my city looks like. So my invitation for you here will be to try to think, how would you represent your own mind? Truth is that there is not only a city inside of our heads, there is a whole universe in each mind, and that's what I try to represent with my entry. It took me about 17 hours to complete this painting, and I really appreciate that you stayed all along. I really hope you like it, and if it does, please don't forget to vote. Farewell.